Hey guys, it's Holly, and for today's video I'm going to recommend some new adult romance reads. So with that being said, let me just jump right on into it. So the first books on my list is a trilogy with a retelling of the first book, and if you haven't guessed, that is the 50 Shades of Grey trilogy by E.L. James. So the first book in the series is 50 Shades of Grey. The second book in the series is 50 Shades Darker. And then the third book in the trilogy is 50 Shades Freed. And then the next book is a retelling of the first book in Christian Grey's perspective, which is Grey. So these books follow a girl named Anastasia Steele and a boy named Christian Grey. And Christian Grey is into the dominant and submissive lifestyle, which he was brought into when he was younger. And basically the story goes on and there's conflict because Anastasia Steele just doesn't really feel like submissive is really what she wants. She wants more of a normal romantic experience with Christian, and Christian just really does not want to subside with that type of life. But as the books go on, Christian Grey really realizes that he loves Anastasia Steele not because she's a submissive or she wants to be his submissive or any of the idea of being the submissive and dominant, but he really truly absolutely loves her. So as you go along, it just shows conflict of them trying to figure out, does Anastasia Steele really just want to be his submissive, or does Christian Grey really want to open up all of his feelings to Anastasia and really truly enjoy life and really love her? Is basically the whole moral of the story. It's just Christian Grey trying to let go of his submissive and dominant aggression towards the whole romance aspect of his life. So basically you just follow, like I said, Anastasia and Christian Grey trying to kind of figure out where they want to be in life. Are they going to be actual lovers and in a real relationship as boyfriend-girlfriend, or are they going to be just strictly the submissive and dominant aspect relationship? So I'm not going to give too much away because there would be spoilers. If I had to choose out of these books which ones were my favorite, it would definitely have to be the last book, which is 50 Shades Freed. And the reason why I love this is I just love the whole aspect of Christian Grey, how he changes, and you really get to see his character extremely grow and become a better human being in this last book. The next books on this list is also a series. It is a 5-book series, I do believe, and it is the Crossfire series by Sylvia Day. The first book in this series, I'm just going to quickly run through all of the books in the series and I will give a little bit of an explanation. So the first book is Bared to You. The second book is Reflected in You. The third book is Entwined with You. The fourth book is Captivated by You. And last but not least, the fifth book is One with You. This series follows a girl named Eva and a boy named Gideon. Gideon is, of course, this millionaire. It kind of follows the same as the 50 Shades of Grey. The guy is a millionaire, but he has a lot of issues. It is not the submissive, dominant type of romance in this book. It is more of Gideon. He has some psychological problems, such as he has anger issues. He strikes out in while he's sleeping. He just kind of has a lot of nightmares. And Eva had a rough past with, relationships and those kind of things. And she really has a lot of trouble. So she goes to counseling, but then she meets Gideon and she kind of gets him to go to counseling, and she's just trying to figure out what is wrong, why he's like this, because he doesn't really want to open up. And throughout the story, you get to see him really open up and really grow as a character, kind of the same thing as the Christian Grey in the 50 Shades of Grey trilogy. You just get to see both of the characters really grow and change and really open up, because Eva is also afraid to open up about her past. And so is Gideon. So it's kind of both of them playing together, trying to open up, going through counseling, and all of these things. So yeah, I really did enjoy this. If I had to pick which one was my favorite, it would definitely have to be between the first book, because you really get to learn about the character Eva, and it would probably be the last book, because that is really when their last push to becoming who they really want to be is really in this book, and I absolutely love the major changes to the characters in the last book. The next books on this list is a trilogy, and it is by Jodi Ellen Malpaz, and that is this Man Trilogy. So I'm just, like I did with the rest of them, quickly go through them and then give a little bit of an explanation. So the first book is This Man. The second book is Beneath This Man. The last book is This Man Confessed. So these books follow a girl named Ava and a boy named Jesse. Jesse is, like I said, another rich person. He owns a hotel, but in this hotel there is an aspect that Ava's not used to, and it is basically where people go and they can have sexual favors in this big open room, and it's just kind of something that Ava's not used to. And sorry, my dryer just went off, but basically you just kind of get this, and she doesn't really know because he has secrets and he's not telling her these secrets, and I'm not going to give too much because this book centers around his secrets and trying to figure out who he really is basically the purpose of the story. So if I had to choose my favorite between these, it would definitely have to be the last book, This Man Confessed, because this is really when his character is pushed to confess and really show Ava who he really is and what he's really like and the whole person he wants to become. It is really when this story takes the full change and really ends up being that happy ending that every story with a romance aspect has to have. The next two books on this list is a series of 4 books, I do believe. I don't think there's any more coming out as of yet, but it is a series that kind of intertwines with each other, so they're companion novels. So let's just get into them. They are by Rebecca Yarros. So I'm just going to quickly show them to you, and I'm not going to go into detail with these books because each book is different, and if I do give a synopsis, it kind of gives away aspects of the book before. So with that being said, the first book is Full Measures. The second book is Eyes Turned Skyward. I have not read the last two, and I do not own copies of the last two, but the third book is called What Is Given, and the fourth book is called Hollowed Ground, and this is the Flights and Glory series. Like I said, there is only 4 that I know of. I do not think any more is being released, but once I read the last 2 books, I will be doing a kind of series review on this. I did really enjoy this. My favorite out of the 2, though, is Eyes Turned Skyward, which follows a girl named Paisley and a boy named Jagger. And the only reason why I love this one is because Jagger is, like, the best. I absolutely love Jagger. A quick little description on the first one, which is Full Measures. It follows a girl named Ember and a boy named Josh Walker. The next 2 books on my list are by my all-time favorite author, which is Colleen Hoover, so let me show them to you. So the first book is It Ends With Us, and of course it's by Colleen Hoover. This follows a girl named Lily and a boy named Ryle, and basically it's just a really conflicted story. The reason why I love this one so much is because of the ending. It's not a typical romance ending. Most romances have a really happy ending. This one has a different type of happy ending. It's happy, but it's not the type of ending that you would really expect or really think would actually happen in a romance book. The last book on my recommendations to you is also by Colleen Hoover, and that is Ugly Love, and this follows a girl named Tate and a boy named Miles Archer. Now, Miles Archer has a past that he's not really wanting to. He puts kind of up a guard, and so does Tate, but Tate really wants to be in his life. But anyways, Miles has a family, he has a son, and basically the story follows along with his son in really trying to let Tate in with his son and his family, and then his son's mother just kind of causes problems. But all in all, I really did enjoy this book. So those are all of my new adult romance recommendations for you guys. So let's just get into question of the day. So my question for you guys today is, what is your favorite romance new adult book? Leave those comments down below with all of your answers, and thanks for watching.